I liked yesterday. Oh, Leroy, did I get it from the Bucks fans last night? I mean, they were waiting. They were waiting for me. I mean, they were waiting for me. By the way, does any Bucks fan have a face on Twitter, or are they all just like Giannis Burner 34, Drew Holiday Burner 21, Lou Alcindor Burner 6? Like, is that like all of their accounts? Am I just getting yelled at by Milwaukee children? Are these the little Giannis kids who I make fun of when they leave the building, wear their stupid Giannis jerseys? Are these the kids tweeting at me? Because I don't even know. It feels like they're children. I feel like
you really want to mess with Giannis. Get a jersey of his brother.
Oh man, his brother was woo. I mean, he's first team all cheerleader on the bench. I know he's hurt, but like he had the skinny jeans on with so many holes in them, and he was fired up. I'm like, be careful, big fella.
How about this? Doesn't the younger brother look older than the older brother? Doesn't Giannis's brother look older than him? I thought he was the older brother.
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. No,
you look.
Tough.
Can I just say this?
It'll be all over tomorrow.
You just don't want to acknowledge.
We can't be. They can't be gentlemen to us. We were gentlemen to them. Can't give me one.
Are you begging? What?
Yeah.
Don't extend
right now. Serious. Just end it.
What? We were gentlemen to them. Now? We were gentlemen.
Yeah, the Heat were up 3-0, and then
but the Heat didn't go up 3-0.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
They're up 3-0.
Yeah,
and then the Bucks won Game 4 without Giannis.
Yeah, they won the classic letdown game. Now we don't have anybody for them. I mean, it would take somebody getting hurt in the Heat to really rally, and I don't know who's going to do that. I mean, obviously we can't afford to lose Nemanja Bjelica. He's our best player right now. I mean, pulling up from the logo, belly packed his guts yesterday.
Yeah,
props to him. Everybody else, not so much.
He packed his guts and he had some left over in that little pot belly.
Oh yeah.
Zero muscles.
Man, what a stinker of a game.
4:30 tea time. That the Heat players have booked for tomorrow.
Yeah. They're ready to break away and go to vacation.
Yep. The game's gonna be over around 4:00. They're gonna head over to Mel Reese and then play around.
Yes or no? Jimmy Butler went on Travelocity last night just to peek.
Yes,
just to take a peek.
I literally think like Jimmy, Bam, Goran, they're really disappointed, right? The hardest thing to do as a competitor is be out there competing and realize we got nothing. We can't it's not for lack of effort. It's not for I mean, I can't imagine being Jimmy or Goran or Bam and trying to do what you do and it's nothing but giants on the court. Right? Because at every position, and the smallest guy is Forbes, and he don't never go in the paint because he don't have to.
Yeah, why would he have to go to the paint?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's just out there hunting threes. Everybody else is focused on everybody else.
Right? I mean, think about this. The way they're playing, the way the Bucks are playing now, you don't even see all of the points in the paint that Giannis normally gets. Like, he's not pushing that issue. He don't have to.
No, he really didn't. He didn't really have to. I mean, that's the thing that's frustrating about that game is they really did have they played their asses off. The Heat played their asses off on defense. It bared a good result for them yesterday, but there was there was a lid on the basket, even on the open shots they got.
Right.
But when you get every beat, you beat it when you lose every style of game for 3 straight games. The
other team's better.
The other team's better. What do you want me to do? I mean, they've been waiting for this. It's eerily to me like the Spurs series. It's just like you think to those first couple games that were close. One the Heat won with CB hitting the big shot in game 2. And then you think about LeBron with the cramps, but then when they get back to Miami, I mean, it was doors blown off of them.
There's no
And this,
recovery.
this has been even worse, by the way. The two margins
Right.
in victory, it's been even worse.
Well, the problem is that you can say that, ooh, if the Heat could have got that first one, but the way these games have played out, I mean, when you think about it, the star of this series hasn't been Giannis. And you go into a series.
I think it's been Middleton, honestly.
You go into a series saying, well, we got to stop Giannis, 2-time MVP or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like watching the show too.
In a lot of ways, Jimmy and Giannis have flipped roles this year. In that last year it was so Giannis focused, and they tried to they did disrupt everything that he did. And I don't even feel like they've done that bad a job on Giannis in this series either. I mean, Giannis has been obviously a killer on the boards, but like, you know, when Bam's been on him, he's still done a really good job defending him, but it's just there's more options. And with this year, Jimmy's legitimately felt like the only guy who's not deer in headlights, part of the pun with them playing the Bucks, and is trying things to get his own shot. And you saw yesterday him try to do the will thing, but then all the focus just goes to him and no one's there to pick him up. Bam, again, kind of flopped in the first half yesterday. And
if there's one thing that we need to see out of Bam, I think this team will be most effective if you have a situation like somebody like Dedmon playing in the paint and Bam playing outside the paint.
Yeah, but he's also got to do that thing, Leroy, where he's whatever it is. And, you know, we talked to him about this whole mentality thing. Like, there's got to be times where he's on the fast break and he's just got to go to the rim, and he's got to make them pay. Yeah. And, you know, he had that mid-range all year. He got, you know, seems a little bit mentally fried. I mean, he had like a little run in the third quarter, but as we say on this show, damage was done, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just too little too late.
I think the better his perimeter shot gets, the more explosive he'll be able to be, because, you know, it's almost like the thing with Giannis. Like, you get to the top of the key, you're going to play off of him, and dare him to, you know, do what he does. But if he makes a couple of threes, you're like, oh, now I got to go out there.
Yeah. So, I feel like, you know, Jimmy's now in that Giannis role where like they've put all the focus on him. They've done a good job of you know, shaking him out of his game where he's taking 9 threes a game, and then, you know, is trying every which way to try and will the game. And honestly, that's not when Jimmy's really at his best. Like, his best, you know, cutting in the basket, getting guys open looks and all that type of stuff. And, you know, that's a credit to them. That's great. I
mean, but if you were to look at the Heat, you would attempt to do the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. Like do what we can, do whatever we have to do to shut Jimmy down and dare the rest of everybody else to beat us.
Yep.
Now, there's been other guys that miss open shots. Dunks was, you know.
Yeah, that's all right. Dunks had that amazing game one.
Right. When you look at, you know, Gogi, he missed some. Like, I guess this is the sign of the times, but I hate when after a game, if you lose a game, your answer is we didn't make the three. Like, you can be an excellent shooting 3-point team. You can make a lot of threes in a game, but I don't want to live or die by it.
Yeah, but that's it's not even just the threes, like that, just that ball movement they've completely cluttered up too. Like, the Heat are a team that just moves the ball all around.
Yeah, they have it's
spaced the floor, they've cut, like they've just botched everything up. And they really just
you know why? It's the Giants on the other side. Like, let's not sit here and say
they got a couple pterodactyls on the wings, right, and they got a couple towers in the paint.
I'm glad we just acknowledging the reality of it, is that, like, we can say the Heat didn't do this, and if we had made the Heat had made some shots and this and that, but the fact of the matter is there's a reason why. And it's Milwaukee.
it's Vanessa who puts it well, where she says it's time to focus on the Marlins. Hard times, Daddy. What do you think about Cody Petit tonight?
106 ERA. I mean, he seems like his
Cody Petit. He's really been probably the surprise out of the farm system, Robbie. Really.
Yeah, I know, but I am a little cautious because I know Jordan Yamamoto had a similar start, as did Harlan Garcia. So I feel like his bill is sort of due. I'm not saying
he's never pitched as good in the minors.
I gotta tell you, I can't do it.
Get ready for it, Leroy.
Nothing.
Would you rather do Tua debates?
I want to. I might have. Look, I was already thinking I got to open up a boom boom room. Like I got to open up a boom boom room because sports is over until August.
We'll take a quick break. 15 minutes of Heat. Obviously, we've been talking Heat already all morning, but if you guys want to text in or even call in, if you guys are at the game, but particularly want to hear from people who are in the building, because I honestly did. It was a really weird feeling leaving that game, probably because it's just acceptance of where the series was. But I genuinely did have a lot of fun at that game yesterday, just because the atmosphere was crazy. It was just oddly crazy.
It really was.
We're so happy to be back in that building, cheering on their team, who was just laying the biggest egg, and they didn't care. They were having fun. It was a lot like almost like a soccer game. Like they were just like, we're going to sit here. We're going to cheer for Giannis. We're going to go count his free throw time. It was wild, like a bunch of hooligans.
Bielitsa.
We're back after this. The building really was fun yesterday. Who do we got? We got Patrick. Is Patrick on the line? Patrick, you were at the game last night?
How you doing?
What's up,
I was
man?
at the game last night. Exciting. It was great to be back. I mean, the best part of it was being able to eat at your seats. You know?
Yes. Yeah, I saw them announce that. I was like, oh, that's a game changer, because that was like, that definitely had to be the biggest pain in the ass if you went to a game this year, was not being able to eat at your seats.
It was. And another thing that was kind of weird but also awesome was when Giannis was at the foul line and he was going for his shots. Like, the crowd was so intense. But then they started counting.
That was the best.
1, 2. I'm like, what is that? At least at the end, do the buzzer sound to throw them off. You know,
the reason they were counting was the reason they were counting, and thanks for calling us, Patrick, is because he got the violation. And was it game 1, Robbie? Was it when he got the violation?
Well, yeah, I didn't see that violation because I was listening on the radio that game.
He got a foul violation for taking too long. I didn't even know it was a rule. I had no idea you couldn't. I know Giannis has that's the thing. Like, he's got a long ass routine, but I didn't know that there's a 10-second violation for free throws.
By the way, TNT would put the clock on there, and he violated it multiple times yesterday.
Oh, they had their own counter?
Yeah, yes. Like early in the game, like as soon as Giannis touches the ball, when the ref passes him the ball, that's when the clock starts. And he would go to 11 seconds before shooting a free throw.
If anybody else wants to call and they went to the game yesterday, 786-360-079. I'll take your texts and your Twitches as well. But yeah, Patrick, anyway, the reason that they were doing that, they were counting, is because he had the 10-second violation, and then he gets to the free throw line and the crowd just starts counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and they got to 11 and 12 like every single time, and they were it was such a great thing of them entertaining themselves in a game that he had no longer had a chance of winning, and the Heat crowd brought it. And by the way, we couldn't even get an MVP chant together years ago. Like, Dwayne Wade was at an MVP campaign and it'd be like, MVP, MVP, MVP. And like, you get like 3 people together doing it. Now, we have such creative chants, like LeBron is tired, which Solana claims that he did. I remember Solana when he was in promotions back then. He's like, yeah, I'm the guy that started that. LeBron is tired chant, genius. The Giannis counter, genius. And then Robbie,
Paul Pierce sucks.
That's the best. The Paul Pierce sucks, because the Paul Pierce sucks chant wasn't even them playing the Celtics. It was them playing the Sixers, and it was the week that Paul Pierce had decided to say that he would have had a better career than Dwayne Wade if he had LeBron.
Highsmith misses.
The laugh from Crowdy. Yeah. That's my favorite.
Well, because as a former player, he's like laughing at, wow, we getting Paul Pierce sucks.
Yep.
We're playing the 76ers.
We're here to celebrate Dwayne Wade, but we're chanting Paul Pierce sucks. So for a fan base that doesn't have a reputation of being the best with chants, we got some gems. And somebody was mentioning yesterday Hasselhoff. I've forgotten about that from the 2006 finals for Dirk. Hasselhoff.
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, I believe the Levitard show, they printed out Hasselhoff faces to put behind the basket, which got confiscated, unfortunately.
Oh.
But nonetheless,
really?
It's still funny. Oh, yeah. You know everybody. They're all up in a tizzy. Everybody's trying to have a laugh.
Joel Anthony got MVP chance once. I remember that.
Yeah, Bielitsa got MVP chance. He got a strong MVP chance yesterday. He got a better MVP chance than Jimmy Butler did all year.
Yeah,
but no, the crowd really brought it yesterday. They really did.
They did.
And, you know,
they tried to.
Like I got pissed at Colin Cowherd yesterday, and I know I shouldn't because I do the same thing on Twitter. But he's just such a boob and such a charlatan too. Because you want to know something? Like I could have some bad takes. Lord knows, I've been embarrassed on national television for my bad takes. I can have some bad takes, right. but this one annoyed me. So Colin yesterday tweets, well, Miami still leads the NBA in something. Top front-running fan base will make a lot more noise on Twitter than in their arena tonight. And it's so clear that he, wasn't watching the game because that fan base was on fire yesterday. The building was on fire yesterday, and he can go straight to hell. And you want to talk about front-runners? Front-runners? Listen, mister, I'm going to be in the Tua documentary.
Huh.
I'm going to be in the Tua documentary, hyping this kid up coming into the league. And then as soon as it's the first sign of struggle, that's off the ship. So you want to talk about front runners? Look at yourself in the mirror, you hobgoblin.
Ooh.
I said what I said. Sorry,
hobgoblin?
Joy. Yeah, sorry, Joy, that you have to sit next to that hobgoblin every day.
We get Robbie, not for nothing. You buy the rats off a ship.
I mean,
at least he wasn't in the Tua documentary. All right,
right.
we go to Robert Cambo from 790 The Ticket. Tua is going to be the greatest. Not a product of the Alabama system.
Oh God,
not a product. He's got more zip on it than I've seen from any Alabama QB. And then like 2 months later, bum, get rid of him. No, but Colin Cowherd's basically done that. I don't even want to say I was mad yesterday because I actually did have a lot of fun at the game yesterday, but I felt bad for a lot of the fans that went there because I thought the crowd was so awesome yesterday. 17,000, Heat Nation. The building was absolutely jacked. They did exactly what Spo wanted, was that building to be rocking, which, and honestly, in hindsight, it does make this whole bubble frauds thing really stupid because you had all of the advantages going your way as far as that crowd was concerned, ready to blow. At one point, Goran Dragic hit a 3 that I think cut it to like 23.
Yeah.
The crowd is still juiced up to the gills.
We were talking about this before the game.
It did nothing for them. So it kind of speaks to the idea of the bubble helping the Heat or the bubble being of consequence. Kind of dumb. Like, it's like you had the greatest home court advantage you could possibly have. They were your sixth man last night. They gave you everything, and it meant nothing. You still pooped the bed.
Could have been 8. Could have been their 8th man.
Could have been the 8th man. It didn't matter. They honestly played like they could have been out there helping as much as possible. They were doing fun chants. They were psyched up. They were booing. They did everything. That Heat crowd was jacked up yesterday. And it didn't matter. They couldn't use it as to any advantage, which is, in my eyes, is why like the whole thing of the bubble is them being bubble frauds is dumb. Just because, look, some teams play better in the bubble. They say, oh, we mentally struggled and things like that. I don't know how that's looked upon as the Heat as a negative. Like if other teams got shell shocked because they didn't have anything else to do there, that's on them for not being as professional. I don't know how that looks upon the Heat as being frauds. Just not as good this year, and the Bucks got better. And even yesterday,
yeah, wait. If I'm not mistaken, didn't somebody say that before the series started?
Yeah, good for you. You're right. I mean, like you could take your victory lap if you want to.
No, I don't want to take a victory lap. I'm still like you can have an idea of what you think will happen and still hate the fact that your home team lost.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't see. This is the thing though. Like I don't go into series like that, Leroy. I'm never going to. It's just never going to be me.
Because you're a fan. Like
I don't care though. Like people see. This is the thing. People ask like let's take it. Like I got people yesterday. Tobin, maybe you'll calm down, huh? Maybe tone it down a little. I'm not. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait.
Like,
by the way,
I don't know
I've never suggested that because I know that ain't.
Oh, I get so many fans. Maybe you'll be a little bit more realistic next time.
No,
really? You think I will?
You idiots. What he does is he doubles down.
Yep.
He doesn't go the other way.
How do
you think somebody ate a street bird, hopped around in a kangaroo suit? Not by backing down.
I was actually looking into Amazon to see if I could buy an actual harpoon for the summer, but I'm a little scared of that Amazon charge coming up and my wife seeing it on our orders. May have to open another account.
Harpoon.
Yeah,
like just go down to like. There's plenty of
like nautical places. Like if I go to a fishery, can I buy a spear gun?
Yep, you could probably buy but that's not a harpoon. I think a harpoon is with your hands, and a spear gun you shoot it, right? Now
that's all. That doesn't qualify as a harpoon.
No,
I mean, technology's modernized up.
It's called a spear gun. No, it's not a harpoon. Jeez.
Harpoon. First thing that comes up when I put harpoon on Amazon is an SEAC spear gun. And it does look like a harpoon on there.
Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, how much are we talking about?
Not cheap. I mean, it's $113.
113. That's not terrible.
Not terrible. Not enough. That's not enough to make me say no.
But with most of your props, they're in plastic, right? Like that is a large investment for a prop.
You can get smaller versions of it for a little bit less.
Here, and what you guys don't understand is, here's how this show operates. First, it's bought as a prop. Somebody got to shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like we want to use that machete.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
We should have just used the machete because it cost me $800.
Does anybody go spearfishing? Is it fun?
Yeah.
I like to go spearfishing.
I mean, don't these spearfish, you can get spearfish like catfish. I see people do it with carp. I don't know why you bother carp. Carp eat all the stuff off the side of the lake.
Texter writes in, you have toned it down the last 2 days. You've been quiet, little chum. I said, I haven't been quiet. I mean, if anything, I told you they were going to come back yesterday. Obviously, this guy didn't listen to yesterday's show.
No.
Obviously, that guy wasn't tuned in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Doc, I thought harpoons are massive. Like harpoons.
I thought so too. Well, I know what you're saying, but this does look like a legit harpoon in the like it's got like even like the kind of the curved kind of.
Somebody said I just typed in plastic harpoons and they go for $20 to $60. You know what? I was looking. Thank God it was sexy sauce, right?
Yeah.
Oh, people do it to honey iguanas. Because I thought it was Trevor from the 203 giving more shopping advice.
This is I think what you're talking about, like a spear type harpoon. I don't know. I kind of like the spear gun.
No, okay, but here.
Ooh, Leroy. I think I want this. They sell tridents. I want a trident.
Really?
Yeah. What about a trident for the for whaling this off season? Because me and Roz are going whaling.
No. I can't allow it. Here's why.
Why?
We spent money, right, to go and deem that Aquaman was a bum-ass superhero.
That's true.
You can't then turn around and buy his weapon.
That's true.
You can't do it.
But he didn't
I don't care how cool it is.
But he wasn't out there harpooning. He was just like, "Look at me, I'm Aquaman. It's my spear."
Your first picture is going to be you slamming the trident. Like, come on, wait.
I'm gonna go to. You're gonna see me at a marina, and I'm gonna be dressed as a sea captain on somebody's boat, and they're gonna have to take me out in handcuffs because I got caught for trespassing.
But here's the problem, Toby.
I'll allow it so it wouldn't be trespassing.
Ooh.
Here's the problem with you. Okay, and I'm looking out for you, your wife, Tommy, and Sophie. Okay, yeah. If you get a harpoon between you and Tommy, somebody's gonna want to shoot it.
J-Fig, you got a boat I can go on?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
you got a boat?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man, you living that life.
I like it. So if I can go on the SS J-Fig, we can go whaling
the SS J-Fig
in the middle of the Atlantic.
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
They ain't J-Fig.
What's up?
Let's be honest. You got a boat, but they ain't no fishing on that boat.
No, but soon.
I don't even need a
What's
fish.
That mean?
I don't need a fish.
We haven't gone fishing on it, but we will soon.
Yeah.
You will.
I don't.
So you've been fishing on it, or did you just get the boat?
No, it's in repairs.
Oh,
Repairs.
Well, maybe I can get maybe I can call up Romberg or Soccer Boy. Can I use Soccer Boy's boat? Yeah, can I call up Amber? There's no way Amber.
You know what?
There's no way Amber
fish guts on their boat.
Dude, there's no way Amber's gonna let me use her boat as a show prop. She's gonna be like, yeah.
No.
There's no way.
Her boat is closer to you, though.
I told you the last prop we used cost me $800.
There's got to be some listener that would let us go out on their boat.
You can ask Crowder.
Ooh, yeah. Can we go on Crowder? Crowder has invited me to go frog.
You know who has 3 boats? Harold.
Let's make it.
My buddy Harold.
Oh yeah. Would he allow me on as a sea captain?
He's been asking me to go fishing.
Sea captain.
But I get to wear the captain's hat.
One slight caveat though.
What?
Don't do with this what you may. So one time, Harold, Robert, and their significant others went to Bimini in Harold's boat. Mm-hmm. Halfway over, ran out of gas. So Harold goes, Harold, you know how Harold talks. He said, "No, Robert, you ain't put no gas in the boat when we got to the gas station?" He said, "I had a full tank." He said it was the barnacles. So every time he asked me to go fishing, I'm hesitant because I remember them shooting up flares from the middle of the ocean.
Man.
But he does have boats. I text him. Say, "Hey, can we come take pictures on your boat?"
Take pictures.
Yeah.
How many listeners would like invite us to go on their boats just to go whaling?
There's already a couple.
We do the whale call, and like, how many people would love to just drink with us, do whale calls, and we bring the spear gun?
Oh God! Look, I'm nervous around rednecks and spear guns because somebody got to shoot it. It's a silly story down at the docks today. Somebody got shot in the foot.
You think Will Manso is going to be reporting on our incident?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've been. I was at St. Thomas, and they were spearfishing next to me. I didn't even know while I was snorkeling. Out of nowhere, all I see is a spear. It's coming close to me, and I was like, "That's not happening right now. No, not happening right now."
That is some serious. No, it's not a toy.
Well,
but you're gonna play with.
I'll practice in the pool.